Hello! Thank you so much for clicking on my video. This is my very first YouTube video and I'm so excited that you're here. I've been wanting to make a video for years and this is my very first one. So I'm glad that you decided to check this one out. I am going to be putting together this fall centerpiece that you see behind me. With my fall tablescape this year, I decided to go less for the orangey look and for a different color scheme. Now the orange look is really beautiful, the orange, the red, the yellow, and I've done that before, but I've decided to go for purple this year. So I've got purple with a lot of neutrals, and then I've got some glitter in there, plus those little pops of orange, just for an extra pop of color. I also have some glam pieces in there with the glittery pumpkins, and I have some more whimsical pieces like my pumpkin salt and pepper shakers and the little raccoon that I included as well. I'm really excited to show you how to put it all together, so let's get into it. Here's everything that I'll be using, and I'll show you each item as we go along. The first thing that I do is dust off my table to create a nice foundation and make everything look polished. This is the table runner that I'll be using. I found this purple velvet runner at HomeGoods. I love it because the velvet is an unexpected material and has great texture. So I'm just putting the runner onto the table, making sure that it's in the middle and everything is evenly placed. Next, I'll use my lint roller to remove any dust or debris from the runner. I don't want the runner to be perfectly smooth, so to bring out the beautiful texture that it has, I'm running my hand across it in the opposite direction. The first item that I'm placing down is the one that inspired the color scheme for my table this year. It is a wooden bouquet of roses that I picked up from JoAnn fabrics a few weeks ago. I chose this because of that gorgeous deep purple color and the texture that it has. Before I place it down, I used an air duster, the same that you would use for keyboards and electronics. Dusting this is an extra step that helps give the table a polished look. I can't say enough how taking the extra time and care makes a huge difference in getting a beautiful product in the end. Next, I'm adding this sequin pumpkin that I got from JoAnn's last year. I just think that they are so beautiful. Of course, I love the sparkle on top, and because they're a neutral color, it's easy to add the touch of glitter and glam to the table without going overboard. I also purchased these from JoAnn's last year. They have a similar color to the sparkle pumpkins, but these have a splattered design. Also, still neutral, but with a bit of shine. These are perfect because I can continue with the same design scheme. The last pumpkins that I'm adding are these small taupe-colored pumpkins. I have 5 of these that are going to help me up my pumpkin count because the more pumpkins, the merrier. As I'm working, I'm making a lot of minor adjustments along the way. I'm always stepping back to look at it after I add a few pieces so that I can see how it's looking overall. This keeps me from getting to the end and realizing that I want to change something when it's too late. I also add everything in by type, with the largest things going in first, then the smaller ones. This helps to create balance and cohesion. I like to keep it balanced, but not symmetrical. This little guy has been one of my favorite pieces throughout the years. I got him from Michael's a while back, and I've incorporated him into my fall decor ever since. I love to add a touch of whimsy and nature to my designs in fall and winter, so cute little animals like this are perfect. I'm using this large bunch of flowers as filler because it's a nice neutral and will keep the centerpiece looking light. It's actually in 2 pieces, but I'm keeping them together with the smaller piece inside of the larger piece. These are the stems that the white flowers came on. They aren't attached with glue, so to use them, just pluck them off and add them to the table as you see me doing here. I only used one of each type of flower that I bought. They came in a little bunch with multiple flowers on each stem. So everything that's not a pumpkin, I only bought one of each, keeping the cost of this project affordable. The rest of my flowers work exactly the same as the white ones. They are all from the Blooming Autumn collection at JoAnn's this year. When I purchased these, everything in the collection was 50% off, so these were a great deal at about $3. I decided to pluck the orange flowers off along with the leaves underneath to give it a natural look. When I place them down, I'm taking the flower on top of the leaves and putting them onto the table as if they were one piece. I decided to add these glass candle holders that I got from IKEA a while ago. I love the wide base and the modern shiny look that they have. They are going to be the perfect addition to give the table some height and extra shine. These are dried seed pods that will help me add more texture and variety. Right now I have shiny, smooth, and soft things on the table, but this is going to bring in a rough, hard look. If you don't like these, you might have trichophobia, an aversion to the sight of irregular patterns or clusters of small holes or bumps. That's a little psychology side note. Now I'm going in with these purple beauty berries or purple amethyst. I'll be putting these in both horizontally and vertically for added color and dimension. These were also on stems just like all of my other flowers, so I just plucked them off and I'm adding them to the table. Adding in this white wheat the same way as the purple, both horizontally and vertically for more dimension. This had a lot of fallout, which you can see all over the table. I definitely had to go back in and dust after using this, but the look that they added was well worth it. At this point, the bulk of the design is finished. I decided to clip some of the leaves from the flower stems that I had left over. I'm adding these to the base, sliding them in to fill in some gaps, and so that it kind of looks like the flowers and pumpkins are growing out of the ground. I think this gives it a realistic pumpkin patch look, and it also makes it look more finished. And finally, we're going to top it off with pine cones. These are faux pine cones made from a really thick paper and also from the Blooming Autumn collection. They were on stems, so of course I just took them off and I'm scattering them all around for some more texture and fall vibes. I picked up these salt and pepper shakers at Home Goods this year, and I think they are so cute. You might still be able to find these at Home Goods or Marshall's if you would like to use them on your fall tablescape to add some extra festivity. Now that I'm done, I'm going in with my mini sweeper to pick up any additional fallout from the items that I used, aka that wheat. I like using this sweeper because it's so flat and allows me to slide in right underneath some of the lower items on the runner. I can really get everything up so that my table is looking nice and crisp the way that I like it. Ooh, look at that slide. Look at that crispy table. Come through, Tiny Broom, come through. I found this at HomeGoods, and it really comes in handy when I want to sweep off the table or a countertop. It's very compact, and the broom and dustpan fit inside of each other. It is a great tool to have around the house. You need to get one of these. And finally, I'm using my lint roller again to get any tiny pieces that might be left over. I'm kind of crazy about lint or dust on the table because I really feel like it can ruin the whole look. And I didn't do all this for a piece of dust to come through ruining things. But seriously, everything just looks so much more clean and polished when you take that extra time. So that's it. That's how I put together this centerpiece. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you liked it. And if you put together a centerpiece with ideas that you've gotten from this video, make sure you tag me so that I can see how you did. I'm excited to see what you all come up with. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. If you liked this video, make sure you hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel for more. Then, follow me on social media at TaylorMadeLife on Instagram and Snapchat.